The reason why Africans have this negative connotation on African Americans is because of the stereotypes, what they're seeing on TV.
For example, my mom, she's American. I don't know what part of Africa she was from. My dad, he's Ghanaian.
She's American, like.
But at the end of the day,
I don't know. They're American. But you wouldn't say that to a Jamaican.
But they're African American, though.
Would you say Jamaican don't know what part of Africa you from?
Jamaicans are Caribbean, so they already have their own. Like,
would you say he don't know what part of Africa you from?
But you know where he comes from. He comes from Jamaica.
Jamaica is from Jamaica, right?
Yes.
An American is from what?
An African American is from Africa and America.
And this is why that term is confusing, is which I hear people just say Black Americans now, because we try to do the right thing and at least acknowledge our ancestry. You don't see a Haitian saying I'm African Haitian or a Jamaican saying I'm African. We try to do the right thing and acknowledge our ancestry, and now it's being used, well, what part? Like, no, just for that, we just Black Americans now. Like.
Chesley Major. Chesley Major. Chesley Major. Chesley Major. Chesley Major. Chesley Major.
Peace and blessings goes out to the fam. Thanks for joining me. Welcome to Chesley Major Media. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the like button. Today, I got some video and some clips. They are self-explanatory, pretty much. They explain the real reason why the Pan-African movement is dead. Also, why foundational Black Americans rather not be called African Americans anymore. They'd rather just be called Black Americans. But I ain't gonna hold you. Let's get into it.
I don't identify myself as a Black person anymore. I identify myself as a Jamaican person.
I've always identified as a Grenadian.
American one, I'm not Black. Everybody was shocked at that statement. Like, you're not Black? Like, I'm a person. What is Black? So what are you? Yellow, like lemonish green? What is I with?
It's difficult because I don't identify as being Black. Also, like, I was
not Black. I'm African.
They're not Black?
No. It's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? I came in a plane, they came in chains. Yeah, I'm passenger in their cargo.
And I was 17 to go to college. So I will start off with the fact that I never really saw myself as a Black person growing up. I still don't.
I'm not Black. This is Black. I'm not Black. I'm not African either. I live in Africa. I'm Somali. I speak Somali. This is my flag.
I don't like this. Like, why are you telling me I have to do this because I'm Black when it's been already pointed out that I'm Haitian? Why do I now have to submit to this idea of being Black? That makes absolutely no sense to me. And that's what you don't get.
Black. I have never and will never identify myself as Black. And I'll elaborate as to why I'm saying this, because this is needed in your, so you can pretty much understand that just because I look like you, that does not mean I identify myself as such. So for instance, sweetheart, I am Congolese.
The word is colorblind. I'm not a Black man. Yeah. Look at my face. Yeah. I'm more like brown.
And
I'm not Black. Let me say that again. I am not Black, okay?
Hear me out. Growing up, my mom absolutely hated when we refer to ourselves as Black. She's like, you're not Black.
All right. This is where we are from. We are Americans. If the world doesn't want to accept it or not, yes, we are Americans. So, we could go on and make comparisons, You guys come over here to seek a better life. That's fine. But you can't come over here and then frown upon Black Americans to think that you are better, because if you were better, then you would have never left your country. All right? And once again, that's okay. That's just one example. I'm not here to try to criticize, but hey, we can all be different and it can all be okay.
I do have this conversation a lot with Africans or even just Caribbean people who will often look down on Black Americans. Number one, they will say they lazy, they ghetto. I've heard African parents tell their kids not to date African American men, not to marry them, things of that nature. What are some negative stereotypes y'all heard about Black Americans from your parents, from your friends?
You literally said it all.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Like my mom would tell me not to marry now.
Yeah.
Right.
She says it all the time.
Even when I hear like African parents say that, it very much sounds like the same rhetoric that a white person would tell their kids. Like, you know, marry that Black guy, like he's ratchet, they ghetto. It's crazy to hear other Black people have that type of rhetoric towards each other.
So then, your perception about America, your perception about African Americans, talk to us more about what that is.
This is how we see the African Americans. We see them as, people who have all these opportunities, those people who have all the money in the world, like they have the gold. We see, growing up, you see, when you hear of African Americans or people living in America, you think that they just work on gold. They don't even have to do a lot like we do here, because it's a lot more when you are here. And so when we see you all come here, even for myself growing up, what we say is money. Like those people are the people of opportunity. Those people are the people who can give us something. Even growing up, this is not a place that you stay. This is a place you grow up and then you leave.
I can only speak on Nigeria. I can't speak on any other country in Africa. Okay. But in Nigeria, okay, the different tribes don't even like each other.
I thought that was always crazy. I'm like, bro, how the fuck are y'all like?
Niggas and tribes in Nigeria have derogatory terms for each other. They have negative perceptions about each other. They hate each other.
I want to switch topics, but because this is a very controversial talking point on the internet, right? I go on TikTok and I see a lot of UK people speaking about black Americans, right? So with what a lot of people, the UK, Africans, Caribbeans, a lot of their talking points is Black Americans or FBAs don't have culture. What do you say to those people who say that?
That's a projection. That's a projection because we are the culture here. Our lineage goes back to this country longer than the lineage to their country because their countries are relatively new, especially over there in West Africa. Not just West Africa, all of Africa. Many of those countries were basically created in the 1800s at the Berlin Conference. So they don't have a deep, rich culture. That's why a lot of them have to leave because of a lot of tribalism. They're not as deeply rooted as they're supposed to be. So they do a lot of projecting onto us. Our culture is so deeply rooted here. Everything about American culture that is good comes from foundational Black Americans. The food, the dance, the slang, the sports, the entertainment.
They try to say you can't use those examples nowadays.
Why can't we? Well, foundational Black Americans created the modern doorknob. We created the modern toilet. We created modern dry cleaning. So many things that we created. We created the modern home security system. I mean, we've had 50,000 patents. We can claim all of this stuff. All of the music genres was created by foundational Black Americans. We are the culture. And they know this because if you go to their countries, they're acting like us. We're not acting like them. They got on baseball hats and Nike shoes and stuff that we're wearing.
90-degree weather.
Right. They ain't wearing kente cloth sweatpants. They're wearing Nikes and Adidas like we're wearing.
Right. So, when I hear this this conversation, and I think you've seen one of our clips. It was a Haitian woman, and she was like, she would sit on the couch and she was just like, I can't date a Black American because Black Americans don't have any cultures, and that one just went crazy online because it just, while she's dressed like an American Black woman, she's sitting there talking about Black Americans don't have culture, you know what I mean? So that is always a kind of divisive talking point in the diaspora,
and they can never tell us what their culture is. Because when people call up to our lives and start talking about culture, I ask, what is your culture? They can never give an answer. You understand? We can give answers to what our culture is, all of the music and the foods. We can give that. But they can't really give an answer to what their culture is.
So,
and that's no disrespect to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. We got love for you. But those who come over and try to denigrate us and project this weird thing, we will check them.
Yes, sir. Zero tolerance for the disrespect. And from here on in, you will be checked. Black Americans have finally and officially delineated. So since they want to call themselves whatever they want to call themselves, that's fine. We're just going to do the same and call ourselves what we've been calling ourselves. It's not divisive when they do it, so it's not divisive when we do it either, right? I was born a Black American, and I'm gonna die a Black American. But that's all I got, guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button. And until next time, peace.